Aries, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy. Just see what's happening in your world. And your near future. And your potential outcome. So I'm not surprised to see that, and I'm not surprised to see this either. So at the bottom of the deck is the World card. I'm getting this feeling of introspection. You're keeping a lot of things to yourself. There's something here, either you're tired of saying it because you've always said it, or you just don't feel like you're in the mood to say it, or something here has you biting your tongue. You're keeping something to yourself here. There is some sort of chapter here that's closing, and you know it. This has been happening for a while. Underneath the World is the Knight of Pentacles here, and so there's definitely something to this. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. And so when I look at your current energy here, so we have the Nine of Swords and Temperance. There is a timing component to this. The timing is now. This is very fated. This is divine intervention. That's what this Temperance is all about. And so it is meant to restore balance in your life. That is what this ending is all about for you. And with the Nine of Swords, so you might be in your head, there might be some anxiety connected to it. Whatever it is, you're having a very hard time letting go, detaching from the situation. There's something about that. And that's why it's been a long time coming. It's because you've been either wanting to or knowing that you've needed to, but for some reason you're just having a hard time emotionally and maybe even mentally detaching. This feels more mentally detaching than anything else. What the universe wants you to focus on here with this Knight of Wands energy is what matters to you. What brings you pleasure? So like think hobbies, your passion projects, anything that really kind of excites you and gets you moving and motivated to do whatever comes next. Really focus on that, because there's something about this chapter ending that's been holding you back from doing exactly what you want to do here. I can see here in the past perspective, past card, in your recent past, I am getting a change in perspective. So how about I get those words out? And so that's what the Five of Cups is all about here. And this is some sort of change. Again, you have seen this coming. This is not going to be new news to you. You know that this needs to change. You're starting to see things differently. There is something about the timing of this closure. There's something about the timing of this closure. I'll have to find out more when I clarify. I think part of the resistance that you've always had to this closing feels like that's being lifted, that whatever your perception was of this situation in the past is changing. And so that is going to be easier for you to release it and let this go, especially during this Libra eclipse that we're going to have tomorrow. So if you're watching this on the 24th, it's on the 25th. If you're watching it the 25th and any time after, there's going to be a lot of rebalancing happening when it comes to relationships. And with Libra being your opposite sign, this is really going to impact you, this Aries Libra eclipse season. And so there's something that you do need to let go. Your strength here, King of Cups. So focusing on your heart space. What do you want? That's what that King of Cups is all about. It's about self-love, self-care. It's coming through as a masculine energy, male or female. It's just the energy of the card. But this is coming through as the actions that you want to take as they relate to your emotions. This is not a feminine type of energy. Feminine energy is very receptive. Masculine is very proactive. This is somebody who would take action, and that is definitely you, your sign. You are ruled by Mars, and Mars is the planet of action. And so even in your near future, I do see you coming through loud and clear here, Aries. And so that is the Emperor energy. Again, very masculine energy, but this is Mars. This is taking action. This is being very clear about the action that you're taking. So there is something here, whatever this culmination point is, whatever this ending is, you're gaining a lot of clarity around the situation. You've had this change in perspective, and now it's about release. It's about focusing on yourself. You are going to be doing that here. And so when I look at how the universe is really shaping this situation, so 10 of Wands, you've been carrying around a lot of burdens with you, and it's time to put those down. You don't need to carry those anymore. That chapter is closed. This is what needs to close. 4 of Cups, definitely connected to some sort of love relationship, disappointment in the way that the relationship played out. That is absolutely coming across here. That 4 of Cups is a very disappointed type of energy, but with the 10 of Wands, you were really carrying the weight of the relationship. And so the universe is really trying to make that known to you that no matter what happened, you were always going to end up carrying the weight of the relationship. And is that really the relationship that you wanted? And from your perspective, you're starting to see that piece of it so clearly. King of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears position. And so King of Wands is more fire energy. This is more of your energy. You want to step into your confidence. You want to be true to yourself and really maintain that. Maintain your own internal balance. That's what's coming across here. You have a lot of really strong fire because even Temperance is Sagittarius. It's another fire sign. And so very strong fire, very strong passion. Whatever happens next, it's going to be because of the actions that you're taking here. And I do see you taking action. You are mentally disconnecting from this situation. You are moving away from it. You are. This is that chapter closing. So let's get some additional details here. With the 9 of Swords and the Temperance, I'm getting the 4 of Cups. So there is some sort of, this is your hesitation. Your hesitation is actually ending the relationship, disappointment in the way that it's played out. You wanted things to work out better. You wanted there to be a chance. You wanted there to be this kind of hope. And so no matter how many times this person comes in with some sort of unexpected offer, it always ends up in this place of disappointment. And that's what this feels like. This world, this, again, because this has been happening for a while, this is not going to be a new pattern. This is a repeating pattern within the relationship. With the Knight of Wands, I'm getting the 7 of Cups. Keep your options open. Let yourself pursue exactly what you want here. And so don't hold yourself back in any way. So is it hobbies that you want to pursue? Did this person hold you back from that? Is it maybe you want to just try dating other people? Because you do have options here. The universe is trying to let you know you have options. And you have options related to passion. So either the options that are going to be presented to you, there's going to be a lot of passion connected to these people. Hot sex, that kind of energy, or it could be that you are just really going after your passion projects and there's so many things that are opening up. There's so many doors that are opening up for you as they relate to your heart space and to the things that you're passionate about, those things that drive you and motivate you. With the 5 of Cups, I'm getting the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands, your change in perspective, this was you in the past energy. And so this is where you were kind of more receptive. So you were just kind of internally processing this change in circumstances. That's what was happening here because that's clarifying the 5 of Cups. But you're going to go from this place of internally processing everything to then actually taking action to close this chapter. Again, you're the pivotal point here. The other person's not going to close it. It's going to be up to you. With the King of Cups, I'm getting the Temperance card. Yep. So again, Sagittarius energy, also divine intervention. So there is something really, you're really being guided right now by your guides to move forward and be ready for whatever comes next. But it's also about understanding that what has been cannot continue. You cannot go into this next chapter in your life carrying that person with you. It just doesn't. It's not going to work. You're never going to have the life you want if you continue to have this person in this relationship. It's just not going to be the case because you keep going around and around and you keep ending up in the same spot. And so the universe is really giving you this opportunity to break free from that pattern. So with the Emperor, I'm getting the Devil. So that is breaking free from those restrictions and limitations. But I was getting a second one here with the 8 of Pentacles. And so this is what you're working towards. You're working towards breaking free of this Devil energy. And you can see here specifically in this version of the Devil, you're trapped in this cage, but the door's not locked. You can let yourself out. You don't need to keep sitting here in this world of reliving the same experience over and over again with this person. You are free to let yourself out at any point here. With the Four of Cups, I'm getting the Lovers. Yeah, so you did see a lot of potential with this person at one point. Probably when you met, mirror images of each other. That would have been when you met. It feels like you guys are on a completely different path right now. When you met, you were in the same energetic space, but you're not anymore. You're not. That's the disappointment, is that you're not growing on the same path. You're not going down the same path. You weren't meant to go down that path. That's what all this Temperance energy is telling me, is that you weren't meant to go down that next path together. With the Ten of Wands, I'm getting the Hanged Man. Yep, you are starting to see that you are carrying the weight of the relationship on your shoulders. That's what the universe has been trying to highlight to you this entire time. With the King of Wands, I'm getting the Hierophant. You want a more stable, more grounded relationship, and that's what you're actually going to be pursuing here. So stepping into your own confidence has you going down this path, and this is something that you want. So tell me about the Six of Swords. Page of Wands. So there is going to be some sort of communication around, this isn't what you want. I need to move away. I need to disconnect from you. Let me get 3 additional guidance cards on how to navigate this closure. Yep. So first and foremost, we got the Chariot. This is movement. This is a successful closure. You just have to let it close. You have to not resist that closing, because what's happening here is we also have the Nine of Wands showing up. And so this is telling me that you need to keep this person at arm's length. You need to put your walls up around this person, not let this person in. And it's going to open up this opportunity from a Ten of Cups perspective. And so when you start to put a barrier, and this is really how this is going to end up closing, is you're mentally disconnecting. You're going to have a conversation. This isn't what I want. But then you need to build this metaphorical barrier. And once you build this barrier and you stop allowing this person into your life in any way, that's when you start to move forward. That's that Chariot. Chariot's movement. It is successful movement forward. It is going towards that Ten of Cups energy. And so that's how you navigate this conversation, is you keep reminding yourself that there are better things on the horizon. You just have to leave this in the past. So Aries, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.